But every business needs IT.
Why?
Why? For first thing, it's expensive. One thing, it's they don't have the knowledge or the capacity or even the the hours to do it. Essentially, yeah, someone's daughter, someone's kid, whatever, can do it. Their kid in high school can do. Oh yeah, he can do this and that and that. But in reality, it's not the best job.
What do you mean cybersecurity? Like, are you protecting like credit card transactions or email, like encrypting emails? Are you?
So one thing we do with emails, that you mentioned it, is we do email security. So we basically, we provide the client a way to have secure email.
Yeah.
So obviously Outlook, Gmail, all that fun stuff.
Yahoo,
AOL. We route that email through a different party that scans the email, does attachment filtering, all that, spam filtering. So we handle all of that. We tell the client, hey, so we're gonna get you on Proofpoint is what we use. And we say, hey, we're gonna do this and that. We're gonna do email security. This is what's gonna happen at 12 o'clock. We tell them what's gonna happen, we do it, and at that point, it's done.
Yeah.
It's pretty much like a cut and dry show where we tell them what they need. If they have questions about it, we answer that. If they tell us, hey, we want to do this or that, what do you guys have experience with? What are you guys doing? And we pretty much do that for them. So they'll say, hey, we need 3 more computers to do AutoCAD or all this engineering software. Can you guys help us out? We get them a quote. We purchase the equipment. We set it up for them. We go on site. We install it. We install it for their network. We customize it, pretty much everything for them. And that's pretty much the basic of what they do. We're also a call center for those companies. So there's a monthly charge that we charge them. I think it's close to 1,000 more, maybe 2,000 per month. Some even more. And they would call in and say, hey, I'm so-and-so from this company, I'm having an issue with this and that, can you help me? And we do that. I no longer do that. I started out as a rookie, obviously 2.5 years being there. Now I do more of the heavy lifting stuff. So basically they'll be like, hey, we need obviously we tell them, hey, you need a new server. The one you have is 7 years old, it's starting to slow down, you need a new one now. And so we get a quote for $15,000, $20,000. I pretty much set it up from scratch, build it together.
You build a server?
They're pre-built technically, but because we're buying from HPE, HP the brand.
Yeah.
But they have a enterprise called HP Enterprise essentially.
Okay.
So we'd order that, we set it up. I install any cards that we need to, any additional storage, set it all up. Go on site, install Windows Server, migrate everything we need to migrate over. We pretty much do all that. We're basically the IT department for all of these clients.
Okay, so when you start at this job, what is required?
Basic knowledge of basically what IT is, what a computer is.
What is basic knowledge of of IT? What do you define as basic knowledge?
Basically the physical parts of a computer, the software parts of a computer, what makes it all together, how it all functions. Also the understanding of how the internet works.
Okay.
And your perspective, you think the internet's this massive great thing it's the internet, right?
Yeah.
For us, we know that is basically a bunch of routers connected together that say, hey, if I want to get to yahoo.com, how do I get there the fastest?
Yeah.
And then you tell me, oh yeah, you go there by going this way or that way. And that's basically the internet. And also the cloud, the quote unquote the cloud.
What is the cloud? Memory.
It's someone else's computer.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. So, for example, let's say you go to YouTube, right?
Yeah.
YouTube is owned by Google.
Okay.
You watch this video. When you watch that video, you click on that link. You're clicking on a server from, it could be from Idaho, for example.
Okay.
This is where the video is hosted at.
Okay.
They're hosted in data centers all over the world. Let's say you're in Japan and you want access to the same exact video. You may get the exact same video, but it may be closer to their region. There's a thing called basically elasticity is what they call it. The ability to serve certain customers from across the world seamlessly.
Okay.
That's more in depth of what I wanted to get into.
Yeah,
But basically, you know, the internet is basically just a bunch of computers somewhere in the world, and that's basically all it is.
And you can build a computer from scratch.
Mm-hmm. The parts themselves are manufactured. You buy the parts. You buy the motherboard, the RAM, the case, the fans, everything. You put it together. You install Windows on it. It's a computer.